Hey everybody, it's Amy from Amy Bachman Sew and Quilt and amysews.com, and we're here for another Make It Monday. This one is recorded because I've got a busy day on Monday, and we're going to do finished zipper ends, how to create the tab with fabric on the ends of your zippers. When we get purse patterns in the store and I see the convoluted directions, I should say, on how to make finished tabs so the ends of your zippers are pretty. Now, I always start with a larger zipper, and maybe your zipper's smaller and you maybe need to extend it. You can extend it this way as well. So kind of measure your zipper. This is about 3 inches, and it could be longer because we're going to trim it anyway. You want your fabric to wrap around. Oh, we want to go this way. We want to put pretty side of your fabric up. Just line it up. You want your fabric to wrap just to your zipper teeth. So just lay it on there kind of square. It's easier if I hold it. Hold on. There we go. And so when I wrap these ends in, you can see it's pretty close to my zipper teeth. And now I'm just going to sew right across the bottom. There's no sense in jumping through hoops to put a tab on the end of your zipper. And I just used we'll say an 1/8 inch seam allowance, right? All I did was just sew across the end. And now when I open it up, magically, those tabs fold to the inside. Your raw edges are now folded to the inside. So now all you have to do, let me press this real quick, is just fold it and stitch your square across the bottom. So you're just going to fold in your raw edges. And again, you can trim this depending on how much bulk you need. If you need a tab extender, if your zipper is not long enough, this is probably the perfect opportunity. So now I can just fold that in there and stitch my box. And that's the easiest way to finish. You would probably do it just a little bit neater than I'm doing it right now. I'm sewing at a crazy angle. It's not doing so well, but you're going to get the idea. So there is the easiest way to put a tab, a finished tab, on the ends of your zipper. Now it's the same thing if it goes where your zipper pull is, right? So what I like to do is just kind of open my zipper tab a little bit. But what's important is we keep these ends together. So I'm just going to grab a piece of tape. This is just medical tape. It's just a temporary solution because I want to make sure these teeth are lined up perfectly and there's no gap in them. But this is very sticky tape. Very sticky tape today. There we go. So what that does is that kind of keeps it together while we do the wrap, right? So I'm just going to go beyond that because we're going to cut it off. And all I need to do is wrap it right next to my zipper teeth. Now I can tell this piece is too narrow, and this just requires chunks. So I don't even want to say like, oh, you have to have it this wide. It depends on your zipper. If you were using a number 5 zipper or a much larger zipper, right, we would be in trouble. We just need enough to wrap. And I'm just going to close my teeth up. Enough to wrap. And I'm just going to stitch. I do that the wrong way. I'm just a hot mess today. Okay, now I'm just going to stitch across the bottom. Just going to trim it off and pull it, press it, and then just fold it in. And please be neater than this. All right, you're going to fold it. You're going to fold it. And again, if you don't want that much bulk in there, by all means, trim that off. But this is the easiest way to do a finished zipper tab, whether you are extending your zipper. Let's say you have a 7-inch zipper and you really need 8 inches, right, to fit into a project. You can make your tab a little bit longer and use that as your extension, or you can shorten your zipper and use that to finish it. So just a little bit of matching fabric, a little bit of scraps. Now when I insert this in my bag, I'm going to have a beautiful finished beginning and end of my zipper. You don't have to jump through hoops to do this. It's a very easy process. All right. And also you can see over my shoulder, a couple weeks ago, Sharon and I did the mix and match quilt class at amysews.com. The recording's now available to purchase. You can see how nice it looks with the black, and this is a great scrappy project. So the template, the files are there in SVG and FCM. So no matter what digital cutter you have, you can cut it. There's embroidery file there for a 10-inch block and a 7.5-inch block, but there's also traditional embroidery. So you don't have to have an embroidery machine. It's easy to cut. There's cardboard templates you can cut out for perfect alignment. So the class is just $25. You can pop over to Amy Sews and purchase it. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead of you, because here at Amy Sews and Amy Bachman Sew and Quilt, we're looking forward to next week. And just remember, the more you know, the more you